video now. So working on some templates. I'm on Facebook and YouTube live streaming both. So you can hop over, and I'm trying to interact with the Facebook group, but then it'll be saved here in the live feed in YouTube. So if somebody needs to go back and watch it. But if you want a question answered, it's probably easier to get to me on Facebook, right, Valerie? I could see y'all's comments, but they disappeared really fast. So I'll learn. I'll get it down. So this is Infinity Foil from Southern Belle Glitter. I'm using on a K. Hobbs design template. And my vinyl is Glamour Tribe vinyl. So I hate Cindy Lulu had to run and is not going to be live with us, but that's okay. She and I'll be back live. I was going to go live yesterday. We both had it planned, and then my power went out at like 10 o'clock yesterday morning and didn't come back on, I guess, until like 9:30 last night. So we didn't even have Bible study last night. We were like sitting with no power. So I'm glad that it's back on today. And y'all, this one's an easy release foil. So Valerie, I'm glad you told me that, for sure. And Cindy will, of course, apologize for the vinyl. I mean, for the foil, because she didn't realize it at first, and she had tried it, I think, and then she started having issues with it. So especially, and I think she even used it over Dixie Darlins tape. So the foils release a lot better to them than they do even on the full adhesive. So I thought, I knew that she hadn't sent it to me, so I wasn't even sure she had shipped it out, but. And if you're looking for vinyl, Susanna she's doing I think it's an automatic code at Glamour Tribe Vinyl right now. And then if you use code Kelly10, you get another 10%, so it's like a combined 20% off on vinyl through the end of the weekend. So this one you can see is a really easy release, and it even comes off where you don't necessarily even want it to. You can see how it's come off kind of like over the little star right there. I'm trying to show both of y'all. That's an easy one. Okay, I'm gonna do this gold and silver or gold white crackle in the center, and then I'm gonna go back and do my stars last. So, and then I will go back probably with striping tape, and I've got another template over here that I'll show y'all also that I worked on from the Glamour Tribe vinyl box. Where I did a template similar to this, and I'm going to go back with striping tape on it too. And this is just going to add some texture to it, right? I didn't want to cover up her vinyl. Her vinyl's always so pretty. Okay, and I'm just going around with my little dotting tool here because it has a sharp end where I can make sure that all the foils kind of gets it around all those little edges. So what's everybody doing for Memorial Day weekend? We don't have any plans. Hay said he wanted to do some ribs, but we don't have a grill. We have what do we have now? We have the Blackstone. So okay, so you can see I'm just adding a little texture in here. So you kind of see how it changes up the shape of the stars. Added the white and gold crackle in there. The infinity just gives it a little sparkle. Weather is going to be yucky, so no plans here. Jenny, same here, I think. I think it's supposed to rain Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week. And now you probably, like, we've got this northeastern or whatever, and it's super windy and it's been cold. Like, I always have been, well, I've been keeping my back door to the screen and porch open, but there's been so much pollen coming in this week. And then yesterday it was just cold. So, okay, I'm leaving that one out. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this one, and I don't know the name of this, y'all. If you look under silver and gold on Southern Belle Glitter's website, the foil, it's one of my favorites. I've used it. I use it a lot. I like the mixed colors. So I'm actually going to do my little stars here in this, and I'm going to try to get a little bit of the gold and silver on there, if that makes sense. Like every time I do a star, I'm going to kind of do it in a strategic way where, okay, I want silver and gold in the star. Right, like you just gotta have all the colors. And this is gonna come off probably more than that, and that's what I figured. But you know what, I'm actually okay with it. This is a super easy release one. Again, I'm gonna try to do like some of the gold and silver, so it has both colors in there. I hope somebody's gonna have good weather. Is Cindy having a sale this weekend? I don't know, Jenny. She had to jump off really quick, but I'll make sure I ask her. And I felt sure she was probably gonna talk about it here, and then at the last minute she had something come up, and David came and got her, and they had to run somewhere. So, I felt sure she was probably gonna say something, but I'll definitely make sure I ask. I mean, I'll talk to her again anyway. I'm sure, and I'll make sure I ask her, and I'll post it in the group. Okay, let's see if I can do this with like getting both. Perfect. See, so I just wanted to add like a little spark of, you know, like I didn't want anything that was going to cover it up too much. So we've got the white and gold crackle, we've got the infinity, and then we've got this gold and silver holographic. If anybody knows the name of it. I'll have my cart till I hear. So I'll save my cart. Right, save your cart. YouTube has a better view. Well, I guess I'll have to move. Well, I'm on my iPad, so I wonder if the camera's better or something on there. And you can probably see better from where I'm at. And maybe I'll try to get, because I have another one of these things that I may try to do my phone from instead of the one right here. So it looks bluey. It looks like bluey. I know I've had this color for, this is an old school color, but I don't remember. But it's the, see how it's got gold? And it's like a matte gold over a holographic silver. Super pretty. And I don't have my iPad, or I could go look it up. So I'm gonna have, it's gonna be left to y'all this time because I can't pull up stuff on my iPad. Okay, so then the rest of this, I'm just going to pull the rest of the cover off here, and you're gonna be able to see the vinyl. I say I'm going to. And then I'm gonna take my Rust-Oleum clear gloss, and I'm going to spray it to seal it. And then I'm gonna put it on my cup after it dries. And then I'll end up taking some striping tape where the little waves are in there. And see, so it's just added a little bit of sparkle, so you wrap it around your cup, and then I'll take striping tape and I'll kind of outline. So I'll go like to where the star is, stop. So it really just looks like the waves kind of outlined. So if you can see it, there, like you can definitely see the waves on this one. So yeah, literally I just take my Rust-Oleum clear gloss and seal it. I'm gonna set it back here so it doesn't get sticky. And then I'll show y'all. Let me grab a cup that I just put epoxy on earlier. It's the ones we worked on the other day, and I'll show y'all anyway. And this was my bad. Mom was actually looking for the pool tide glitter that I used on here. She was looking for it the other day on Southern Belle Glitter, and it was not on, oh, it may be Hollow Ice, Danielle. That may be the name of it, because I've used the heck out of that over the years, and it's been around for a long time. It's one of the older colors. So, gosh, there you go. That's why I should have set it on. I just put epoxy on these not too long ago, and I thought they'd surely be dry now. But, so, some of y'all were looking for Pool Time is a glitter that I used the other day, and it's actually on Glamour Tribe vinyl. It's not on Southern Belle Glitter. So, because she's the one that has the glitter, and she did do the bubble glitter, but this one was actually one that was in a glam box with all these patterns from Glamour Tribe vinyls. So you can see I did this one, and this was the foil that was used in the box. I think it was Disco, and I actually used Pool Time on this too, like just over the vinyl on a template. And then this one I did, so you can get this Pool Time with at Glamour Tribe vinyl. You can also use your code Kelly10, and she is having the 10% off. So if you use my 10% code plus that, you get 20% off. And then this was a vinyl from her too, and I actually put Pool Time over that as well. I kind of did it through the center just to add, and you can see I don't have a second layer of epoxy on it. I just did kind of a first layer. But y'all, it's so pretty. It has the bubble glitter in it. So Southern Belle Glitter has the bubble glitter, right? That I used it on this cup. This like these little tiny, and the glitter is actually like domed. So it looks like little bubbles. Here, you can see it better. It actually looks like little bubbles. So, but so that all the bubble glitter that's the one solid like this is Southern Belle Glitter. But this one has bubble in it, and it's different sizes. And I don't know if y'all can see it. Now that you're back up close, see how that's like a domed shape the glitter is? Like, it actually looks like a little bubble. So I think you can probably see it here really good. It looks like a little bubble. So obviously this one's got to dry. I'm going to sand it down and do another coat so it'll be smooth, and then I'm going to go back and put a decal on it. But the glitter and the vinyl on here are Glamour Tribe vinyl. But okay, so what I was going to show you was, let me get that there so they won't stick together, is I'm just going to take striping tape, and where these little curves are, I'm going to line it. So that's the same thing I'm going to do on that template. So I just knew y'all be able to see them better on this. I'm probably going to do like a silver holographic striping tape and just kind of run it along the edge just to kind of define it a little bit. So let me do this other template, and then I'll come back and work on that one, and it should be dry. It's a little sticky right now, but. Okay. I also got this vinyl from Glamour Tribe. My template's from Gay Hobbs. It's the same template, but I'm going to do a little bit different with this one. I want to use this Patriotic Stars Silver. I think this would be fun. You can see I've already done one of them. A different template with this, but I think it'll be fun laying the silver stars in here, and then I'm going to come back with a rainbow foil to do also. So we'll mix this one up. So let me get this on here real quick. And this is Grungy Rainbow Stars from Glamour Tribe. And you can kind of see that if you were to put this on a cup hole, it's kind of white in the center and the grunge is on the outside. So I'm actually going to try to take this and lay it in the center right here, which I know is not very, like, it doesn't save my vinyl, but, right, like, it's not the most efficient use of my vinyl, but it's going to get more of the pattern on there, because then it gets some of the grunge and then some of the, where it's not. So I want you to be able to see both aspects of that, more so than just putting it right in the center. And then I pulled this other one out. This is really cute too. This is Pattern Pistache 8. This like, if somebody's looking for like a 4th of July coming up, I know we're on Memorial Day now, but if you're looking for something fun that's like the nautical, the red, white, and blues, this is a fun little pattern too that basically you could just wrap this on a cup, put some sparkle in your epoxy, and that's all you'd have to do. Add your decal on there. Like, this is so detailed. You could always outline it with striping tape. I don't probably have the patience to do it, but I mean, it'd be an easy little quick way to create a design that without a lot, right? You wouldn't have to add a lot because the vinyl's so detailed. And I hate that, like, I had messaged Kimberly and asked her about the template because I know it's in her Patreon group, and Cindy was going to actually use it today, so we'll have to get her to go live with this another day and show us Kimberly's template. And again, sorry I didn't get to y'all yesterday. my power went out. Our power was out from like 10 o'clock to like 8:30, I guess. Okay, so let me get my holographic, my rainbow vinyls that I want to, like foils that I want to use on here too. And let's see. Oh gosh, there's just so many. I want to do a fun, like, I think this would be fun if I could do a stripe that way to see the colors. But then this one also, but then I also, ooh, I really feel like I want to do that one. I want to do hollow snow cone. And I think we can mix it up where I could do the stripes maybe a little bit. I may have to do this one to get all the colors on here. Right, like, isn't this so fun? And I don't think I have any Trippy, because Trippy is really what I would, I know, it's like shocking that I wouldn't have Trippy, my favorite. But I think if I did a stripe of this, the stars in the center, another stripe of that, and then maybe I could do the stars in the snow cone that adds a little sparkle in there. I can't believe I don't have, I probably do have Trippy in that stack somewhere, but it would take me a minute to find it. Let me just look real quick to make sure. Because this one too, I want to get all the colors on it, if that makes sense. Right? Like, so I want to make sure that I get, I could do silver with a little silver, and then the stars in that color, or I could just do the hollow snow cone, which is a fun, if I do them at an angle, it's going to get all the colors too. Let's do this one. And then maybe I'll do the stars in the solid. They can show up really well. So, and you know, I can't get comments on here too, so I'm sorry if I'm probably not very chatty, because I can't, I don't know that I'm good at multitasking yet on the two mediums, but we'll get there. Okay, I think I'm going to do these two first. These two stripes, and then do the patriotic in the center. Because I think this one's going to come off a little bit easier, and I want to make sure that it gets done first. And I think I'm going to do one of these at a time. Make sure that I really get all of it and don't mess it up. Yeah, right, so that's gonna hit all the colors. I think that'll be really fun. I'm just gonna go right along these edges with a little dotting tool here to make sure I'm getting it all in here. And I'm sorry for anybody that watches the replay that I couldn't send out a text. I tried, and I was already streaming on both devices and could not get it logged in to send out the text. So I will next time for you guys. And this is one of those two that anytime there's a holographic with a regular color, sometimes it just requires a little massaging just to get it to stay on there. So if you see me like pull it up and I go back, I'm just going on here with my little squeegee here to try to make sure it all tapes on there and I don't miss anywhere. You wish your brain worked like yours. I'm such an overthinker. I can't do things on the fly like you do. Well, mine, that's what you can't do, Mary. Because that's my tendency, right, in life in general, is to overthink everything. And with these, it's just kind of like, when I overthink it, that's when it usually doesn't go wrong. So I have learned to trust myself enough that it's like, just do it. Just to go with it. Now, I spend way too many hours on Etsy and, you know, like for decals and stuff, that's where I get into my head too much. is that I won't finish things because I'm like, oh, this is so good, I have to have the perfect decal on it, or, right? Like, that's where I start, like, going, ooh. I'm bad at finishing stuff because I think it has to be perfect. And I've given up on that a long time ago, really. Perfect, right? So you can kind of see this is going to be so fun. It's picking up all the colors, right? All the colors in the stars. And then I'm going to do the silver stars in the center. So I knew that foil was going to be a little touchy, so I wanted to do one little rainbow at a time, if that makes sense. I know my limit. That's what I've also learned, Marion, is I know my limitations. I know my strong suit and what I'm not strong at. So if I would have just gone in here full blazing like this, and that's when I would have made a mess. So here, I think I'm going to try to do, okay, so I did it that way. I was thinking I would do reverse, right? So your colors would actually be reversed on this one. So they won't be fully reversed, but they'll be kind of reversed here, right? Y'all read my mind. So I think it's going to be fun. And I love the stars. I just knew I needed to, once I saw this one, I was like, this is perfect for the stars. And it doesn't have to be, you know, like I wanted to do the one that was more Memorial Day. And I could have done navies on this. And you could have pulled out the red, white, and blues on this foil, on this vinyl too. But the stars are in memory of Memorial Day today, in honor of Memorial Day weekend this weekend. But we're doing them a little different today. Cindy had a new template she was going to work on today too, but we'll get her back in here. We'll get her back in here to do it with us, to show it to us. Voila. So yeah, you can kind of see how I did them opposite colors. So my colors were just reversed. So there's still the multicolors on there. So you place the sticky sheet on the vinyl, then foil, then spray seal so the rest is not sticky. Yes, Deidre, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get, like, I've been doing these so long, so I forget to explain it. So anytime you want to ask something, so yes, I just took my sheet of vinyl, I cut out my template. Let's see, I probably got one right here, is what I was looking for. And I just peeled the back of it off and stuck it on here, and then cut out around it. And then I've added my foil. You can add glitter to this, right? Like this is a template that I did the other day. We did live the other day, and I added glitter on it. So you don't have to do foils. You can just do glitter. And then I just spray sealed the whole thing. I'm gonna show you. I've actually got another one that I've already spray sealed. I did this one right here, and you can see I've got foil on here. I've got a little bit of foil down here. Glitter right here, and you can see this is not sticky. I've spray sealed the whole thing now, just so the glitter stays on it too. And then you just peel this back like you would put it on a cup, like your vinyl, and then you just wrap it around the cup like you just would a regular sheet of vinyl. And then I usually will do like a coat of quick coat or something if it's got glitter on it, and then just to kind of seal it on there. And this one has 2 layers of epoxy on it, so you don't have to use foils on the templates. I just like the depth that it adds if you're doing You know, like this one. This one has glitter foils, a little bit of everything on it to make it a little bit different too over your vinyl. So, yes, greatest thing ever. And this one you can see is still kind of sticky, so I'll just take my clear Rust-Oleum and spray it and seal it. And I usually let it dry 30 minutes is good to go, and you can put it right on your cup. Just wrap it on there like you would some vinyl. You know, like, because that's really all it is. So I used to do these on the cups, and Kimberly Hobbs, and I'm talking about her templates, she has K Hobbs Designs, and she's the one that showed me the first time I saw her do, where she actually put the template on the vinyl, just on here, and then wrapped it all in here. Wrapped it all on the cup, and I was like, oh my gosh, game changer that works. Cindy, she increased my code to 30% off. Well, Cindy, I'm glad you answered, because everybody was asking if you were doing a sale this weekend for Memorial Day. So I said, I feel sure that she was going to run some kind of sale, or she was going to do something special for y'all. So if you go to Southern Belle Clear this weekend and use your code Kelly10, you're going to get 30% off. So thank you, Lily, for doing that. And I've told everybody you had a little last minute thing come up, and I'll let them tell you, but you had to run, so you'll be back with us. So thank you for doing that, Cindy. Okay, so we've got this vinyl. If you're watching, Cindy, I know you're in the car driving. And look, we did a little hollow ice here. I'm going to add the patriotic stars in between, because I just think that'd be fun. And then I'm going to decide what color I want my stars to be once I get them on here. Sometimes that's how you just got to go. You just don't know till you know. I'm not a good visualization person, y'all. I do much better, like, once I get it on here, then I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. And y'all see how easy this foil goes on here? Super, super easy. Yes, we decided to do the surgery. Okay, use Kelly 10 to save 30% off. So her dog was having a little issue, and she wasn't sure if she was going to, it's 11 years old, and she wasn't sure if she was going to do the surgery or not. And so I know that has to make you feel better, Cindy, that you are just doing it, you know. And that's a hard decision to make. I told her, because I had to do that with Sissy last year, and you don't want them to suffer, and then you don't want to be selfish, and it's just a whole lot with our fur babies, right, y'all? So I'm using this, y'all, this end, but I'm being very careful, because if you don't, it will scratch, especially if sometimes if it's a color like this, and you don't want to scratch the edges. Like, I want the edges to be on there and show up, but I don't want it to look scratched. So mainly I'm doing it like right along the edge where the star is, to just try to make sure that it gets right up against. And then where you can kind of see the silver up against the other color, that's where I'll go back in with striping tape. So, right, so fun. Now we've got our little patriotic stars in between. And then I really feel like I'm going to go in with a dark, I don't know, not the hollow. I'm trying to decide here. Not the hollow snow cone, but maybe this one where the stars are actually dark, because I think they'll show up. Especially if I do them in a different color than what's there. I could actually do them in the holographic. I could actually stick with our hollow snow cone we've been using, which now, here it is. And I could do an opposite color. So, y'all see what I'm talking? Oh, y'all will see in a second. So, like, instead of doing pink right here, I could do the teal. So it definitely, like, shows up, is what I'm thinking. Trying to make sure the stars are all good, so when I go to pull this off, it'll be right. So I think we're here. I'll do like the purple color. So I'm going to do the same foil, but I'm going to do it in an offset color. So we'll do like the pink and purple right here. Y'all will see here in just a second. I hope this works like I want it to. in my mind, it was gonna work really good. Yeah, right? So you have the same holographic pattern, but I'm just going to do it in the offset. So I'll do like another one here, and then up here I'll do like the blue greens. So just to mix up the colors. I can actually do this one. Let's see. Yeah, this one's going to be in our blue green color. So I'll do like this one right here where it's kind of the blue green mix. So it'll be the same fun colors. It'll just be the offset so they show up really good, right? Right, so I just do the opposite color of the hollow. Then you got the little silver through the center. And then it leaves you a whole range to do like silver striping tape, holographic, to kind of outline the differences. I could do a silver, and then probably where those meet, I'll do like a color shift on either side, and then I'll do another silver. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll turn out like I want it to turn out. And then here, I think I may mix it up and do a little bit more of the yellow color. So we kind of have that going for us, like kind of the yellow into the orange. So we make sure that we have that color in there. Right? So now we got the yellow, so we've got all the different color stars. Now this last one, let's see. This one's gonna have to be, I guess I could do it green, like the green to blue, since the other one's a little more blue. We'll do this one on like the green to blue color. So it's more like this one. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So now we've got like the blue, the green, the yellow, the fuchsia, purple, and then the blue. So there's our little color waves. We've got all the colors mixed in there. And then you do a cute little quote on it that you can do. The background with silver and then a multiple color. You know, like I loved using the vinyl that's like the same color wave shift here. So then I'll pull these off. When you asked earlier about do I just spray seal it. And voila, right? So fun, so easy. Look how fun. You wouldn't even have to put a decal on it, but once you wrap it around your cup, then you're gonna have this open space where you can do your decal here, or you don't really even have to. I mean, you could do like a monogram, a round monogram, which would be so cute. You take some striping tape and you outline this and you kind of just go right up to the stars and then leave the stars to kind of shine through. And it'll be super cute. And you wouldn't even have to do that, honestly. You put a little additive in your epoxy, like some foil dust in your epoxy, and make it sparkle, and that's all you'd have to do. You could do, I think it'd be super cute to have like a little round monogram, right? Like everybody loves a good monogram. So maybe I have to do that. I actually love this. So, and then you're gonna have the seam meet in the back, so you can do a little bit of striping tape here. Or this is gonna match up pretty close that you wouldn't even have to, really. So instead of me making this super sticky, yeah, I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna spray this with Rust-Oleum gloss and let it dry, and then I'm gonna wrap it around my cup. And I'm probably gonna do a coat of epoxy on it first. So, and I like to seal mine just because sometimes with the sticky tape and foil, and you don't ever know, I usually do a coat of quick coat or some kind of sealer over it as well, even though I've sprayed it. If you spray it, usually you don't have to. But you can always use Crystal Ball if the spray seal scares you. That is absolutely true, Lacey. And you know what? I can actually do that right now with this one because I have Crystal Ball right here. So yeah, if you don't like spray sealing them and you don't think that's enough, this is Crystal Ball. This is like a very semi-transparent that just adds a little sparkle. And you know what, Lacey? I'm gonna do it right now since you just said that. So I can lay this over here put this foil down, and then you don't even have to seal it. So this is, you can see, and this adds a little sparkle in it. And you know what, that's another good point, Lacey, is that you wouldn't even have to add an additive into your epoxy. You literally could just do regular epoxy over this. And you can see this is over it. I'm going to pull it off, but it adds just a little bit. I don't know if because of the light y'all can see, but can you see it just adds a little bit of sparkle. And you can see it's trying to pull up my vinyl right here, actually, right? So that's how good it sticks. And if you don't have spray sealer and you have Crystal Ball, or like I used to never spray seal mine. I literally used to, let me start at this corner. And you can see this peels off so easy. And, well, I said it was peeling off really easy. Let me run over it real quick. It's literally, that's where it's trying to pull it off. So it acts as a sealer, so it's not sticky anymore once I get this on here. Got a little crease in it right there, so it was like not wanting to stick. Boom. Like one little place in there, it wasn't wanting to stick for some reason. Here we go. So see, it's not sticky anymore. And if you can see now it's just got like a little sparkle all over it. So you can see that Crystal Ball, and it's no longer sticky. So that kind of seals it. So if you don't want to spray it and you want to do it this way, that's another way. Good, Lacey on the ball today. On the Crystal Ball today. So, and Hayes is trying to call me, and y'all know that's going to mute my phone when that happens, I think. So I'm just going to let it go. Hopefully it won't. He must not know I'm live right now. Cindy, I need some more Crystal Ball if you're watching. So, yeah, it's easy way to spray, but if you don't, you can always use Crystal Ball, and it'll only cover up, right, like your, the vinyl that's open. It won't, you see it doesn't stick to the rest of this. It just stuck on here. So, not sticky anymore. Now it's just ready to go wrap it on your cup, and you don't have to wait for it to dry. So you can literally just take it, peel it back, and put it on your cup. So this is the one we did today. And then I could do the exact same thing on this too. I can do Crystal Ball. Of course, I just don't know that I have enough right now. But I will spray seal this one. And this one's got this exact same template here, but you can see very different ways. This one's like a more subtle effect, right? Just adding little stars. This one I'll go back and I'll outline it with my striping tape too, just so it makes it a little more definitive. But I like that it's just a little accent, but it's not too much. Here on this one, you could actually do a monogram on the center too. Like once you wrap this around, so your monogram is actually in like the center of your wave. I mean, you could do it on this one too, but in the center as well. But I think I would like it up here on the wavy one. So that is our Fun Full Friday today. I'm sorry that Cindy couldn't be here with us. Just as a recap, the foils are Glamour Tribe. I mean, the vinyls are Glamour Tribe vinyl, along with the Pool Time glitter that I showed a lot of y'all that has the bubble mix in it. Glamour Tribe vinyl, code Kelly 10. Foils are, and the regular bubble glitter are Southern Belle glitter, and this like the one size bubble glitter. And that is code Kelly 10, and for the weekend is 30% off. Glamour Tribe vinyl for the weekend Memorial Day sale is Kelly 10, and combined with another 10% off, so you get 20% off there as well. And then my templates were made with Dixie Darlins tape, which is also Southern Belle glitter. So that, I think, is it for today. So, well, thank you, Valerie. Valerie, message me and Cindy, or I'll message you. Cindy, Valerie had asked about the Cobra that just went out that she just got on Tuesday. She was having some application troubles with it. I told her that you already knew about those. So, Valerie, message me or Cindy or whatever just as a reminder after we get off, so I'll remember, just so we circle back around. So, it's not you. And she was using full adhesive, so I think Cindy had a trouble with that one. Something with the film was off, and she knew it, so she was trying to get that taken care of on her end, but so I'm glad you reached out. So thank y'all for being here, and happy Memorial Day weekend. Y'all have a fun weekend. Everybody be safe. Don't shoot some crazy fireworks or anything and get hurt. And thank you for all those that have served. And we will be back next week. Cindy and I had planned to go live pretty much every day this week. And then yesterday I didn't have power. Cindy had to hop off today for a little emergency she had. And I'll circle back with her. I'm not sure. I know everybody's got weekend plans. So I'd say maybe tomorrow morning just to chit chat or whatever. But let's plan on starting again Monday. And then I've still got this glam box we've been working on. I've done all these cups, so I want to finish up working on those. So we'll go live next week and work on those. And then I'm also working on cups for the live sale. So y'all have a good weekend, a blessed weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see y'all again soon.